Welcome to Tales from the Caveside, where Lillian and Chris, we bought a cave house and finca on the outskirts of a small Spanish town. Follow us as we learn to renovate and create a home that we will be proud of. Well, we're in the car.
Yes.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
Chris, I was about to say, but Chris is very excited.
Yes.
So we are on the way to the airport to pick up his daughter.
Yes.
Ooh.
And the aeroplane's, remarkably, is half an hour early.
I know.
What?
It's just that we're potentially going to be late.
Yeah.
That's unheard of. Unheard of. So, because we have her coming for 10 days, we're going to be doing bits, but you're not going to see a lot. There's not going to be major works happening at the caves.
No.
We're taking some time off. Chris hasn't seen his daughter, neither have I, since 2019.
No.
So it's been a long while. So she hasn't seen the caves since we started the reforms. It was pre-reforms when she came.
It was, yeah, it was pre-reforms. So what she's seen of the caves is the same as what you guys have seen of the caves.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And in my excitement, I've got to keep my eye on the speed because I don't want to get told off by Mr. Policeman.
No, you don't. No, you don't, definitely. You won't see her on video, which would be lovely to have her reaction and what have you, because she doesn't want to be on film, and we have to respect that as we respect anybody else. It's exactly the same way.
Yep.
So, yeah, we're going to have some time off. We will do some bits and pieces and show you that. But, the grin on his face is so excited.
I know, and I'm trying to concentrate on the guy behind who's trying to push me to go faster and contain my excitement.
Yeah.
And drive responsibly. So
and try and get to the airport half an hour early.
Well, we won't get there half an hour early now.
So exciting times. We have now got some lights to put up on the last two lights that need to go up.
Well, I think we still better just do the one that's high, because you know what I'm like.
Oh yes, yeah. We're not going to fit this one here yet because of walking through, because there isn't a table here yet. We have got it now.
Yes.
Got to do some fettling on it to make it fit.
Yes.
But we've got the one for here to fit. So
Hey.
we went to a shop and we got this, but I bought some linen cabling for it. So Chris has changed the cabling on this because I think it will fit much nicer, very nice and rustic. And we got these feature light bulbs, and I hope they work. I'm going to test them both, even though we're only putting one lamp up. We have a dog crying at the gate over there. We put a baby gate up because it's all nice and clean, and obviously Chris's daughter is staying. All her stuff is in this room.
Yes.
But we're going to get this one fitted. This is good. Good.
Yeah.
The plan is, when Chris fitted this actual bit onto the wall there, we call that a shark fin. It's got space for a cable to come out of the box. The cable's going to come out of the box, twist round here, so you can't see my hand, twist round here and drop down and have a lamp.
You take off these bits that I clipped into a hat, but I got them out. And you're left with this backing plate. And then there's the two wires that we need. There is no earth. So the earth cable is still in there, obviously for future proofing. So we thread the cable through here, and then it clamps on there. And you pop that on, and then you pop this fascia back on. And then we don't do like I did before when I was doing them in the other place. Forget to do this bit first.
Yes.
We need to know how much cable we need first, so
We'll have a play with it now.
we'll work it out. And we've got lots.
Yes. Yes, that works.
And then just wrap it around. Could you just hold that little
I
bit,
can.
please? And obviously we don't want to drop it on the floor.
Yeah, I'm letting go.
Okay.
This is all tangled.
Of course it's tangled, I've touched it.
I know, you and cables.
And that's it. And if I push that along there now, and that along there now, like this,
Yes.
I can do one that goes there, through, and straight to there.
Perfect.
So I'll do it slightly longer than we want.
Yep.
And I think, yes, there. Okay.
Right, I have to go and find a cutting implement.
We did say, when we was just doing this, about explaining about these, that I had to remember to do it. And I was about to do the thing, forgetting this. Again. So I pulled the linen back. I'm a bit concerned about cutting this linen because knowing my luck, I'll actually cut through the wires underneath. So that's now fine. And that's that. So then we'll put that back in there. So it's all nice and safe. Now I'll slide that back up here. And not just... Let's not slide it back up there.
Let's tighten it up first.
Let's tighten the clamp first.
This is very difficult for me to record.
It's very difficult for me to do. That, and guess what crazy guy's done?
What's the crazy guy done? That goes on first. You are kidding me. You've got to undo it all to put that on first. Because it's supposed to now slide right through it. Oh, what you like. We discussed this before we came down here to do this. Don't forget, don't do what you did up in the bedroom upstairs, and you have.
I know. Okay.
You look suitably embarrassed. Let me shove that over the cable. After much toing and froing, he's fitted it now. Gonna look like that.
I do dislike this style of packaging.
So scared you're going to drop it, aren't you, all the time?
It feels like glass, it looks like, I think it is glass.
Plastic.
It feels cold.
What does that?
What do you think?
Awesome.
Does that work?
Yes.
Brilliant. I know the light works, but I never does it visually work.
Yes.
Cool.
So what we're going to do now is just test this one that's actually for that place there where the table's going to be, just to test the bulb, so if I have to take it back, I've still got the receipt and not lost it somewhere. You know what it's like keeping receipts. And that's the big bulb.
And that's very bright.
Gives off masses of light. That's good because this area at night time has nothing.
Yes.
It's just going to have that one light to light the whole area. So that was the plan with that. Happy with that. Like it. Ready for the finished article?
That looks good.
Ta-da! I really, really like that.
And this mesh thing actually stops some of the light being so harsh.
Yes, but it's still a nice bright light. What do you think? Innovation Nation, we made that.
I like that.
And I think we've done good. Do, go us.
Indeed. I like that a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what we ought to do now, don't you?
What?
Rip all that ceiling out there and have the same. Not a chance.
I couldn't think of. I couldn't find a word. I was just.
No way.
Not a chance ever.
Never.
So, the other lampshade we bought that's going to go above the table when the table eventually gets in there is this one. And we have a problem. This is the bit that's going to hold the bulb that I've already got, and it doesn't fit. So, I've got the Dremel. It's all been welded quite away from that edge, and I'm just going to shave this using the Dremel just to make it a wee bit bigger. Just play with it, make it bigger, make it bigger, make it bigger until that can go through. Fitted a sander bit to this. Let's see what I can do, hope I don't trash it. Chris has actually said he's not going to do it because he thinks he'll trash it, which is not kind of putting much of an onus on me, is it?
No, I'm less cautious for such thing, and I'll probably slip and then make a mess of all the finish, so.
Okay.
And there's a bit more steady, carefully.
But we have still got some spray paint from the fires, so if worst comes to worst, I can respray it.
Yes.
And just like that, ta-da! I think it's gonna look really, really good.
Yes. Okay, so put your fitting on. Does the fitting end work?
Hold on, I haven't got enough fingers. It wants to cross thread. Just my luck when I'm on camera. There we go. Look at that.
Awesome.
Can't see any of the threads from that inner bit. It's disappeared into that.
Exactly.
So, this is the cable. This is the thing I want to attach to the light.
Yes.
And somehow we've got to put this into here. Chris will have to tell me what order he wants the linen cable put through what.
Well, these are bought from a very famous website in China.
Yes.
That lots and lots of people use.
Yeah.
And they come like this. And they're easy to put together. And they are a lot less expensive than buying off another website that isn't Chinese who sells exactly the same ones. Okay, does that pass through now?
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. And then that goes on now.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot easier when you just have thin flex, you can just slide it through and you don't have all this trouble.
A bit more space to work with.
Yes.
I then move this up the cable. Okay, move you up, move you along. I can hold you better. There.
Okay. And that needs to go along as far as more or less as far as you can for now. I know.
This is a workout for the fingers. There.
Yes.
Okay.
And then that bit goes on next.
That was easy.
Yep. And you take that tape off.
Yes.
Bare the ends, make them go in there, and put it all together.
Okay. Is that okay?
Yes, you need to twist them.
Yes.
Twist it, not too much. Okay, now it needs to go into one of these. But which one? Top secret. It doesn't tell you.
They don't say a lot or a rut on them.
No, they don't. So you turn it over, and you look for where the pin, the centre springy bit is.
Yes, so the spring side's this side.
That side. And that's brown, so that's live, so it goes in one of those holes.
Just shove?
Yep, just push it in.
Okay.
And if you've done it right, don't twist it, just push it. And keep pushing. Keep going. You'll know when you stop.
Oh, it felt like it was, yeah.
Have you pushed it all the way?
Yes.
Okay, pull it. That's not coming out.
It's not coming out.
Okay, we do exactly the same on the blue one. So now you need to twist this cable so it's twisted again, because we're doing that, we opened it. That's it.
So we're back to being twisted linen cable.
Yep.
Okay.
And now you slide that bit down,
Yes.
and it clips on there.
Okay.
And just slide it down. It doesn't have to spiral or anything. And you'll hear it, you know it's worked, so you go click. There you go, that is all nice, safe and secure.
Mega.
So now what you do is this silver bit,
Yes.
screw it into there.
This little shaft
Yep.
that's in here.
Now you screw it into that plastic until it stops.
Okay.
But don't twist the plastic, just twist the metal. And then you're fighting the cable.
Yeah, it's goes suddenly.
Yes.
Does it have a stop point?
Yes.
Will it stop by itself?
Once it's
Oh
stopped.
yeah, it's stopped.
Okay, now pull that through and screw that other bit down.
Screw this now to
that.
this shaft.
Yep. And that black will disappear inside. And you know when you got it right because it'll stop turning.
Yep.
Okay.
And now my little top hat goes onto
Goes
this
on
bit.
there. And that's like a lock nut.
Okay, so this bit can now go back in this that we customised earlier. And again, not cross threading because I'm on film and it's the way life goes. There we go. I really have built my first lamp. Look at that.
Yes.
One wonky light shade.
Yes. Very rustic.
So rustico for the rustico caves.
Yes.
Very happy with that.
How much light does this one light give off? Bear in mind we'll have two. Oh yeah, that one's loads better. Look at that. Absolutely awesome. It's pitch black outside. Absolutely brilliant. It's weird how it's sort of like loads of white here and not white there. But if I put this light on as well, it's just the colouring from the light bulb.
So we've got a rain day today. I'm going to take advantage of that and do some cooking. I'm doing a bit of cooking, batch cooking for us. But I'm also going to do some of my dog treats. Now, you wouldn't believe the size of the dogs. The fact that they actually like these little treats. They're tiny, aren't they? I make those for them. They absolutely adore them. Behave for them, learn tricks for them, etc. And I'm much happier making these than buying them from the shops because I know what's in them preservative wise. So these are only made from, this is ground oats, this is flour from corn, not corn flour as in thickening flour, but just plain flour, plain smooth peanut butter and a banana. And what I've invested in is these trays. Now I believe most people buy them, but actually use them that way around. You cook your chicken or something on them and then the grease goes into them. But if you use them this way around and put your mixture in here, you end up with these. So here I have my paste, and all I do is spread them into these moulds, and then they will be cooked, but not cooked per se because they don't really need cooking, but dehydrated in the oven. Our guys can't get enough of them. And there we have it. That was just 10 minutes in the oven. They're still a bit moist, so if you want to keep them like that, keep them in the freezer, or I just dehydrate them a bit longer. And then these that I've had in this jar have been in there months as a test to see how long they would last, and I've got absolutely no problems with them keeping when they're dried like that. So there we go. Completely healthy dog treats. Know exactly what's in them, and the boys love them. So most people have a lovely welcome mat at their door, welcoming people to their property. We have a pile of wood.
No, this is our welcome mat. I'm not very peoply some days.
No, you're not. And you're proving it. Get yourselves through this. So this is our wood for the winter. We have got absolutely plenty here. We still have some left over from last year. We panicked towards the end of the winter and ordered an extra ton, which then winter suddenly stopped and we didn't need it.
No, that's it.
The likelihood is that we may not use it all, but I'd rather have it than not. Somebody did comment last year that, oh my gosh, that's an awful lot of wood. What do you need all that for? And the reason is I have a 5-bedroom cave house that is a completely standalone building with 2 wood fires, and especially now it's been finished, we have to maintain the temperature and dampness in there, as in not having none, we've got to keep it warm all winter. Yeah. And our property here is also a part cave house, so there's another fire, so we actually run 3 fires all winter, and we still barbecue when the weather's good.
Yes, we do, yeah.
So this to us is
A lot.
and
move.
fine. It's a lot to move, but it makes sense. And as I said, I'd rather have too much than not enough.
Yes.
So at some point, we will move this in bits. So we'll be moving all this stuff that we had from here from last year. You can see nice and grey colour it is. It's nice and seasoned. We'll be moving that out of the way, putting these pallets back over here to make our raft, as it were, and then sorting this into sizes along here, and then the really dry stuff will go on the top.
Yes.
For first use.
So this is our little spiking machine. It measures water, moisture. It's only going to be a guide because I know that you've got to split the wood really to get an accurate reading for what it is inside. But as long as this stays green, you'll be fine. So this is the cork oak from last year, and that's at 10%, but that's on the outside obviously.
Yeah.
Right, and this is the home oak, and I'll do it from underneath. Look, you can see where sun's hit it, sun hasn't, so I'll do it from the underneath side and then get it in. That's 11.
Okay.
That's not the same as splitting it obviously, but it's not going to be too dissimilar because that's been undercover all the time. What we at here? That's a 10. I really want to find something that I can get under the bag. Yeah, that'll be better, won't it? Okay, that's a 12. Oh, it's a bit late in the day, but we're still going to do it anyway. Me and my daughter are going down here to collect almonds. She doesn't actually like almonds, but she's never seen them collected, apart from when the machine did it when we drove past the other day. Not here, obviously. So she'll come down here and see how many almonds we get. I don't think they'll be ready. I don't think they'll be ready at all. It's been a bad harvest anyway, even on the commercially grown trees, or not brilliant. And ours have been rubbish, absolutely rubbish this year. And I went down yesterday to have a quick look to see if they was ready for picking, which they are. And we've got not one olive on all our trees. Off the top of my head, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 behind me, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We've got about 22 olive trees, and not one of them's got an olive on. It's been terrible this year. It has been terrible this year. The olive harvest nationally, I believe, is really, really bad. And the figs aren't doing too well. There's lots of growth, and we've got lots of baby figs. But they'll get to a certain size and then drop off. As you can see, little baby figs dotted about that are no good for anything. And when we do get a decent one, the sparrows have them. So obviously they're quicker than we are at getting them. But there's fantastic growth on the tree. And no figs. It's warm out. It is warm out, sweating now. Even more than I was a few minutes ago. Or not that many minutes ago. But this is it. That is our almond harvest. That is poor. That is terrible. It's a good job we got loads left from last year. Oh well, happens. Hurry up. No, not for you. I know. Yes, and you're still not having any. I'm gonna get them out of the way. Otherwise, little Munchkin now will be having them. Oh well. Lillian went, "Is that it?" I went, "Yes." She went, "Are you sure?" I went, "Yes." "Have you checked every tree?" "Yes." Oh.
So it's lovely having somebody to stay. And because of that, we're actually using what's usually filled with a skip as a nice seating area. We tarted this table up. This is actually sticky back plastic. It's a bit dirty right now. It's been dusty overnight. It's a sticky back plastic you put on windows to stop people being able to see in. And I've put it on the glass and I really like it.
Yes.
And Chris put the sail back up, which was down the other day.
Yes.
We were sat here last night, next to the car, as you do, but at least it's not a skip. And you decided it's time to move the last of this sand.
Yes, but I'm not going to move it too far. Only just up there, near the bay tree. So it's just down there. So the lid that was on it is going to have this.
Yeah.
And then we'll put the bag over the top to protect it.
There he goes, first load.
Need a bit of a run up. Slope's quite steep. I know, Dover, it's one of our favourite toys, this, isn't it?
This was originally given to us as a dog paddling pool, but one of the dogs chewed the corner of it.
Yes.
So that's what we're using as the base now to try and keep the sand sort of contained. So that doesn't look pretty. It's done. So we're opening up the space here, which we know is big, but just to see it open is lovely. So get this swept up, get rid of that pallet, and do some more bits. So it's not Christmas, but I've got Christmas lights up. Very happy. You can't see them in this brightness, but we'll show them to you later. We put them all up in this patio area.
Yes, all up there and around there. I'm turning the camera because I can't be bothered to get back up again.
It's going to look lovely later.
Yes.
Ta-da! We've got shiny lights and it's not Christmas. Really happy. They're looking lovely. Looking lovely. And look, the stuff that I showed you earlier, look how pretty that looks.
It might not come up on the camera actually.
Hopefully it will.
Yes.
So, good job, well done. Thank you very much. It looks ace.
That's our weight. Thanks for watching Tales from the Cave Side. If you like what we do, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Drop us a like and leave us a comment. See you on the next one.